All right, what's going on, you guys? I'm gonna be doing a live class with my boy Omar here. He's a student of the School of Barbering. For the first client, we're gonna be doing a beard consultation, and I'm gonna teach him how to shoot multiple forms of content with just one client. So I haven't even seen his setup, and what I'm gonna be doing is just going over here and just checking his setup that he has usually for his consultation. And if you can actually bring in your client, or you just stand there and pretend that so I can help you set up. So what I personally like doing, this is just me, I always like shooting from the window, just because the camera's over here and you want it to kind of be a little bit more authentic where they're looking straight at the mirror. You know, so if they're over here, they're just gonna be looking straight. But if you have it here, naturally your client is gonna look through the window and they're gonna be looking through the camera. So for the setup, he has windows here and he has 2 ring lights on the side. For the consultation videos, you guys don't really have to go overboard on the lighting. I think just having natural lights and just maybe like two ring lights just at 50%, you guys will be solid. With scheduling, his client I think is a realtor, so he already communicated with him that this was gonna take a little bit longer. A lot of times we rush through the video process because you guys give yourself 45 minutes, an hour to do a video and a cut. Sometimes for myself, personally, I would give myself double the time. If I do a 45-minute cut, I'll give myself an hour 30 to do the video and the haircut. So he already communicated with this client, so everything's cool. But yeah, that's a good little tip for you guys for scheduling. So we're gonna have my boy Omar just do his thing, and then I'm gonna correct him. You know, no cape. So this just makes it look more authentic, you know, just the cape and stuff like that. And you see, I wouldn't click record yet, you know, because then his phone is gonna keep rolling. So essentially, I would come over here and just test it a little bit, and he can see through the mirror. So it was different when he had it set up over here, where he can't even see what's going on. So at least with here, the client's already looking straight through the mirror, and he can actually see what's going on. I personally think this looks good, but even then just moving these lights over here, there's some shadows in his face, and then this light over here too. That looks great.
What are we doing today, bro?
So I just want to, you know, a little mid fade, you know, zero or skin fade, and then, you know, line up on the beard, little fade into the beard.
Oh, yeah.
Line up the corners, and that's where we're good.
Yeah, awesome, bro.
And just a little bit up top. I want it a little bit shorter as well.
Perfect.
I have like an undercut right now, so just kind of want to like grow it out a little bit more.
Do you want to grow it into a slick back?
Kind of, but like I just don't want the undercut anymore. Like I want to, you know, start maybe going shorter, but I want the lines to go away.
Right.
So yeah, so just a little bit on the top of it.
Cool. So as far as like the lines, you don't want there to be no hard part or anything like that?
Yeah, no hard part.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to get rid of that.
Gotcha, bro. We're gonna go natural.
To ask him where he found you, obviously he already knows you. Ask him that. Another thing is, what is like something that he's very particular about? You know, like what is something that's gonna make you want to come back? And what's something that your other barber doesn't really do effectively that, you know, you want him to execute? Is there anything in particular, bro, that you kind of look for when you go for a barber? Like, let's say like you didn't have these guys and you had to go search for another barber. What's like your main go-to?
I just honestly, the cut has to be good, but not the conversations, but the vibe, man. I just gotta like the person. You know, there's times where you go to different barbers where, you know, the conversations is crazy and they just don't even talk to you. Right? They make you feel like you're not even supposed to be there. So when you're here and when they talk to you and they just, you know, like, they don't treat you any different than any first client, second client, people that come here often, just makes you feel comfortable. That's what I look for.
I think every time you get a new client, that's very key. You just ask him what's important to them, and now he knows, right? Like the haircut's important, he's gonna execute, but if he doesn't bring that environment that he wants, and he doesn't get a good gauge, he's not gonna come back. So just get to know your clients and get to know what they want and what they need. So right now we're just shooting the before. I wanna see what he does. Click record. I want to still have the B-roll while you're like trying to fix this.
It's messed up, man. You okay? Yeah.
Hello, stop. Is this the angle that you usually do your showcases?
No, usually I look for like a new angle depending on
angle?
the time of day. So right now I'm just kind of like playing around with it, trying to see what looks good.
So the problem with this is, I'll show it on the camera. I think it's way too dark over. There's no lights over here, right? So like you can see all that shadow in the back. There's like no light. So I think with the before always two, we got to make them look unpresentable.
More?
Yeah, bro. We got to make it look, you know. Another thing is, don't be afraid of honestly just taking control of your client. You see the difference now?
Yeah.
It's just solid right here. We're using the window over here. We're using the ring light. Just one ring light, nothing too crazy. This is a side profile pic. Video, I mean. For the side of the fade. We just need one. And then one from the front. So there's still some shadows. So we're gonna use this ring light right here. Move this one too. 1, 2, I'm recording. Look at the camera for me, brother. Turn towards over here, like your whole head. Look at the camera for me, bro. There we go, that's it. So we got the consultation done, that's one video. We got a before, and then when we do the after, that's another video. So that's 2 pieces. So now we can go in and we can do like a process video from one side. So for barbershop settings, I mean, this is a pretty laid back barbershop. There's nobody here. So, and his owner lets them record. I think the only thing would be is just managing the time of day, the windows, and being able to move. I see a lot of people, they'll have their ring lights like over here, and then they realize why their videos aren't popping because the lighting is off. All you gotta do is just literally either put a wall mount here and extend the ring light, or just move things around, literally. I would also recommend, he probably is not gonna, the mat on the floor, I never had a mat on the floor. That just kind of gets in the way. What we're gonna do is just a simple process video. And we're gonna keep it very simple. One angle, one setup, one angle of the client, and then once we're done with one side, we're gonna be done. So you can take 2 different approaches with this, where you can finish the whole cut from the top, trim the top, do the other side, finish that, and then do the video. But I would recommend just getting all the video stuff done and then getting into a cut. But that's up to you. What do you think?
I think the video first.
The video first?
What I do.
Okay, so since I wouldn't recommend doing the top, like I would want to get like a clean, first 3 seconds with just using the trimmer, you can go ahead and attack the length on top. But right here, what I just see is we need to move things around, because you didn't move anything, right, from our initial position.
I'll move that one, yeah.
Yeah, we can move it, but let's bring this up way higher too. So we can bring this up higher. See, this is way too dark coming from over here. So none of these angles work for me, to be honest, even with the ring light. So we're gonna have to use the window to our advantage, and then probably just move this ring light over here. So this is just for the purpose of recording for the video. We're just setting up. Obviously, we're not gonna be cutting hair like this, like it wouldn't make sense to do that. But since we're first trying to attack the video, get that done, and then just put our phone away and just get back to the service. Bring this light closer over here. So we're basically done. This looks very awkward, but he does have space on the corner of the shop. You gotta use your setup to your advantage. He has the corner. He can move shit around over here. We're essentially just gonna do a process video demonstrating our fade style, one side only, one angle only. Once we're done with that, we can just work on the whole cut, put the phone away, put the lights back, and then we'll be set. So let's get started, bro. If anything, you can trim the top and just practice doing some shots, and then we'll do the process video on this side. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll do the first thing for you. Comb everything forward. We're gonna set the first profile in the middle. How much did you want off the top, Brody?
Probably like about half an inch.
Half an inch, just a little bit. Is the front? Do you want the front to be longer than the back?
Yeah,
right?
Just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what we start in the front. So you see how the front is shorter actually.
Yeah.
So they've been cutting the front a little bit shorter. So tilt your fingers, trim, and then tilt your fingers going downwards like this.
Yeah.
So the front can be essentially longer.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're gonna trim it all the way back. Then once you get towards the back over here, you see how there's no crown.
Yeah.
So you can just literally, that's why if you started in the back, it was gonna be kind of uneven. So then you can just pull it backwards like this. So start with first that first section.
Yeah.
And then you can literally take vertical sections like this, or that one that's cut like this. You can just take panels.
Yeah.
Like this. Take that whatever you cut there, and just cut it.
Yep.
All across the head. Wait, 1 second. Pull it up. Pull it up more. Pull it up more. More tension. Chop off a little bit less. A little bit less.
A little bit less?
Yeah, less.
You want this to be a little bit longer?
Yeah. Just keep tilting your fingers down like that to create that shape.
This will still hang over right here. Usually I kind of just pull it out like this.
No,
it's
I think that is already, just because it's already been kind of a little disconnected from the back, is gonna overlap like that. Here, so I would just chop it like this, but you don't want to chop too much, because then you just want to just continue to just level it out as this continues to grow.
Yeah.
So you might want to maybe with the fade, just maybe dip it a little bit more towards the back and not take it so high, so this can all go in, and it can, through time, this will even out to this in the back. Yeah, way too dark. That's like Batman bro's about to come on in the back, bro. It's like on all your videos, you always have like a big shadow. So even just tilting your thing like this and blasting it a little bit
eliminates that.
Yep, there you go. Cool. And we have also this little light too. So now it's about, we have the setup, the lighting. The next thing is we gotta center our image. That's perfect right there. Then I'm gonna put the exposure. We can mess with the exposure where you can make it brighter or a little darker right there, -0.3. And then auto lock, holding the iPhone in place. And then tilt him a little bit, tilt his head a little bit towards over here. And the next thing, before you go in there, we're not gonna cut hair how we make content. It's two different things, but a great thing that you guys have to take into account is when you do any of these process videos, you don't want to be inconsistent. So what I'm gonna have him do is first in his head map out the fade. So what type of fade are we giving him?
We're doing like a mid drop
with no hooks or
slight
hooks?
mid drop. Do you want to have the hooks, bro? Do you want to have the hooks right here, like
the corners?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so I like kind of like the bulk. Do you like having the bulk, like making it dark, or do you like it a little bit more extended with the fade?
More extended.
More extended? Yeah. Okay, so all this bulk right here, you don't like this bulk that's right here on the side? You kind of like a disconnected slick back?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Okay, so we'll probably start from right here. Drop it down like right here. So you have to make sure that, obviously we're creating content, but we want to make sure that we give them a good cut. We're gonna go left, one stroke, one stroke, one stroke, one stroke, one stroke. So just take your time. Like everything has to be the same. You don't want to do that, right? You just want to go one, just take your time. And then, take your time. Everything has to be the same though. Go down the same way, pick up the clipper, go down the same way on the other side, and just keep doing that. If you do that consistently, you can go like 1.2 speed, 1.3 speed, and everything's gonna look the same. You know,
the algorithm as far as like, you know, the tempo and all.
Yeah, it's tempo because it looks more satisfying. And when we go up with the lever open, the same thing. So if you're gonna do similar strokes, do the similar strokes across the whole thing. You wanna go left to right. Left to right, okay? All the way down, all perfect. Nice, all the way across. Nice. Tilt his head a little bit to the left. Push his head towards the side. Nice, perfect. All the way down. So we're just setting guidelines right now. So he finished recording on this side. For speed purposes, I'm having him go on the other side just to finish the other side. You know, he doesn't want to, I guess, waste time. He's a speedly barber and he's fairly booked up all the time. So making sure you're going, you know, you're trying to get this done as fast as possible is time is money. Autofocus lock. Make sure you tilt his head towards your left. No, the other side.
My left.
Perfect, right there, because you're gonna be hitting that temple area.
Cool. For the sake of like satisfaction, I'm gonna put it on this just to get the sound.
I think that clipper might be louder though. Turn it on.
I think I'm gonna just like put it for the
thing. Oh, okay, bet.
Oh, already recording.
Wait, go back.
Back.
Yeah. So we'll just do it. Just grab the other clipper so we can go faster.
Yeah.
And oh shit.
Casi se cae.
And make sure that your center frame was over here, bro. You were doing it way back at the bottom. So you want to make sure that you extend
Into the
more. Watch. Right there. You see how the whole clipper is in center frame?
Yeah. So not like the guard, but the whole clip.
Right there, yep.
Cool.
There you go. Tilt it. Extend the clipper. There you go. Cool. Now lock it. The reason why he's locking it, he's holding and pressing on the screen, because sometimes if your hand goes, the camera is gonna get in the way. It's gonna focus on your hand, so that way he ensures that it's gonna stay focused throughout him stroking the clipper. Tilt his head towards over there. All the way. So essentially, we don't want to take way too many clips, because he already has the consultation, he has this process video, and he has the before and after. If you were to just focus on one, we can take more clips and extend the type of content that we're shooting. But for the sake of this class, he wants to just know how to shoot multiple forms of content with one client. So we just went with the trimmer, with the half guard, 1 guard lever open, and now 2 guard lever open. That's it. Once we're done with that, we're gonna put our tripod away, and we're gonna focus on just basically the craft of the cut. So we've done basically the trimmer, lever open, 1 guard lever open. Now we have everything here on top, which is the darker side of the fade. I think everything on top of the 1.5 is gonna be a lot darker hair. So blurry fades usually start from dark to lighter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna gently flick up with the 2.5. 2 guard lever open. So right here, very gently. I'm dragging the heel of the clipper and I'm flicking up, but I'm literally applying almost no pressure. Flicking up.
When I do that, sometimes I feel like it's not cutting. How do you know when it's cutting without, you going too high?
Hear the clipper. At the same time though, like his hair was a little lighter from there, so I'm using that as a guide.
Okay.
I'm gonna close it now. So very gently.
You're not really touching that corner.
Nah, nope.
If you did, then the C cup wouldn't pop up?
Facts.
For sure.
Now attacking that same weight line with the 1.5 open, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm like very gently, applying almost no pressure.
And you're doing it by that panel system
Yep.
stuff?
Then I'm working on this side. Lever open. Paying attention to what the hair is gonna do. Just close it a tiny bit. I'm using the left corner.
Right there, how are you gonna tackle this piece right here?
We'll probably use thinning shears.
Okay. So you wouldn't do the 1.5?
Yeah. No, that would be way too high.
Okay. That's probably what I would have done. It's good to know.
Also, I like lining things up and then styling, and then I can detail too. But you see, we kept all that weight. We don't really have to hit it with anything. So this is how you do a C cup. First, the initial reference point is going to be here at the top. Position my middle finger here on his cheekbone. And then now with my with my thumb, and these two fingers, I'm literally going up and down, up and down. So here, first reference point right there. Then we want to start at the bottom. I'm using just the left corner. Then we want to connect it in the center. All right, so we're getting ready to showcase our client. It's really key to take the time to style, to do some last minute detail with your clippers. So what I'm having my Omar do is he's just gonna style the top. We're gonna enhance the cut a little bit from the side, and then we're gonna take off the cape and we're gonna do the showcase. So a good little tip is if he had his tripod on over here, there's a good little, get on the other side. So I'm gonna set him up so he records him styling, which is gonna showcase his work from this side. Key element is to just position him. Like this is perfect, stay there. Now you're gonna come out in the back. Pull out my phone, do your thing, do your thing. Since your arm is coming from the side, and style this side, and leave this to showcase for the camera. So you don't want to, you see how you're reaching over?
And I was prepping it for like the rest, so that it looks nice, so I can do it here.
There you go. So that can be one angle, and then I can also get him from this over here. So we're gonna get ready to take off the cape.
I like to take off all the hair before I do that, and then I hit him with the portable wind blower, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do a showcase real quick. So it's always key to have something extra to fill in the light. So I'm gonna start first by having everything fully lit, and we'll work our way down from fully lit to adjusting the lighting to our own liking. A good rule of thumb right here is this corner right here, the center corner, try to match it to his nose. I'm gonna mess with the exposure a little bit. You guys can see I can mess with the exposure. 0.3. See, don't record from this side. Like never record from this side. I think from this time of day too, you're only working with one ring light. So anything that's coming from over there is not gonna work. I wanna see how this looks on this side though.